out here today to present a video showing the danger of pulling out onto this stretch of road because of the short sight distances. This is Route 9W, just north of the village of Catskill. It's between there and Leeds-Athens Road. A lot of bends in the road, very short sight distances, speed limit of 55 miles an hour. You take your life in your hands every time you pull out of a driveway on this section of road where the bends are. Let's take a look from the driveway itself and see just how hard it can be. This is our driveway, comes out onto Route 9W just north of Catskill. It's become a very dangerous road because the sight distance, at least to the left, is so short and the vehicles move so fast. The speed limit is 55, but many vehicles are exceeding that. Also a lot of heavy vehicles like this one. Now to the right you have quite a long sight distance. You can see what's coming way down the road there. But to the left, it's very different, very short. Once a vehicle appears in sight, you have 6 seconds to get out of the way. The vehicle is doing 60 miles an hour, and you're at a virtual standstill to start with as you pull out of the driveway. Very dangerous. That's assuming the vehicles are doing 55. Also assumes the driver isn't texting, using the phone, fiddling with the radio, trying to drink some coffee, whatever else people seem to think it's okay to do while they're driving a fast-moving vehicle. Don't seem to bother about it. The state doesn't seem in the least bit interested in doing anything to enforce the speed limit. I contacted them a year or so ago, pointed out how dangerous it was, and their response was, well, to lower the speed limit would mean it would be an artificially low speed limit, and they wouldn't be able to enforce it, which is an incredible admission. They couldn't enforce a speed limit. They just let people go as fast as they want, and that's basically what they said. Not only do they not enforce the speed limit, I did a Freedom of Information request to see how many tickets had been issued on this stretch of road in a specific period of time. There were only 2. Neither of them were actually as a result of somebody stopped for speeding. They were as a result of some other incident. And the reason I know that is because the documents didn't give an actual speed. In other words, the incident had already occurred. They just concluded the person was speeding by the evidence at the scene, how far they skidded and so on. So they didn't actually ticket anybody for speeding per se. It was a result of some other situation. They could have cars posted, the sheriffs or the state police could have cars on the road at certain times, obviously like they do on other roads, showing that they were there watching speed. People would get the idea after a while, maybe you shouldn't speed on this road. They could put one of those signs up that tells you how fast you're going, one of those illuminated signs. They have those in other parts of the area, not one here. They don't do anything, neither the sheriffs or the state police. It appears that they're going to wait for somebody to be killed getting out of a driveway like this. With a truck like this, he couldn't stop now if there was something in the way. No way. No way that vehicle could stop in the 6 seconds he would have before he got to this driveway. But that's how it is. The traffic on this road has increased tremendously in the last year or so. Even more so now that the coronavirus is partly under control. Businesses are opening up, and more people are working, more people are out going places instead of being shut in like they were before. So that has made a big difference. And also there is a construction site up the road here, about 8 miles north of here. That's to the right, and there's been a lot of dump trucks going backwards and forwards on this road, going to that site and coming back from it, sometimes 2 or 3 at the same time. Little regard for the speed limit in many cases. I suspect that, as you can see, it's non-stop. I suspect that many of the drivers are not on day work, they're on piecework, so they get paid per load, so there's a sort of incentive to hurry, even though speeding, it doesn't really get you even probably one more load in a day, but it's a psychological thing. You think if you're going to make more money, you just go faster and faster. It doesn't actually gain you much, it just puts you at more of a risk of having an accident. So that's it. It's only a matter of time, I think, until somebody is hurt, or even worse, on this stretch of road with the speed that cars are going. And we hope that doesn't happen, but it just seems it's only a matter of time. All right, that's the situation here. You take your life in your hands every time you leave this driveway.